Hello everyone. So here I have the Lenovo Yoga 720. It's a 13-inch kind of ultra compact ultrabook. And I've only had this computer for one night, so this is more of a quick overview and my initial impressions. I'm not really going to comment much on the specs or kind of, just a quick overview. And one thing I want to say is the laptop comes with an i5-8250U CPU, which is a quad-core processor. It's only 15 watt, so it's not the quad-core you'd get in a kind of like a workstation laptop, but this is a $730 laptop, and you're getting a quad-core CPU. That's pretty awesome. It has 8 gigs of RAM. It has pretty much everything you'd need for 730 bucks. And my initial impression is that budget laptops have really come a long way. I mean, if you were to walk into Best Buy or any other store, and there's usually plenty of laptops in this price category, and as you approach them, they look nice and everything, but once you pick them up, you kind of notice that they're cheap. They're flimsy. Maybe the screen isn't good. There's always something lacking. And I'm really impressed by this. This is 730 bucks, and honestly, for most users, this is all you'd ever need. I mean, this thing is rock solid. It feels sturdy as hell. The screen is incredible quality. I mean, it's very good quality. The keyboard is the standard Lenovo keyboard, and as you can see, there's a very little bit of flex, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, the keys are still good. You really can't complain. And it has all the latest features. It even has one of these new fingerprint readers that just kind of, you don't have to do the old swipe. And of course it is an ultrabook, so it doesn't have too many ports, but it does have one USB port. And a lot of the new ones, they only have the USB-C, and this still has at least one USB. And that's great, because if you want a wireless mouse or keyboard, and you have that little dongle, it's such a pain in the neck when you can't use that. And just knowing that you can use one little dongle for your wireless mouse makes life way easier. You don't need a Bluetooth mouse, or you don't need any kind of small USB-C adapter. It'll just work. No hassle. The other side here, we have the charging port and another USB-C and a headphone jack. So yeah, it's pretty slim on ports, but it still has a USB-C. You can output HDMI through USB-C or connect to any other device. You can also connect a dock and kind of split it up to more ports. And you gotta remember, this is 730 bucks. You're getting a tablet laptop that, as we all know, the Yoga is a computer that basically is a tablet. It folds both directions. It's super handy. I can't fully comment on the battery life or anything like that. As I said, I've only used this computer for one day. But my initial impression is just, this is a complete slam dunk. Just looking over this, it feels incredible, and it's very small. And as they say, it has the small border around the edges. Yes, it does have kind of like a large border on the bottom, but it just because the edges are small, the computer is smaller than a traditional 13-inch laptop. So if you were to take a 13-inch computer from a couple years ago, it would be wider simply due to the size of like the plastic on each side of the screen. So this thing is literally, you pick it up, it just feels awesome. And this is my first impression. I've kind of played around with a few Yogas, and I've seen them here and there. And I would imagine the battery is probably pretty decent too, as it's not super slim. And I kind of like that. I'm not 100% for this trend of making computers that are just ridiculously thin for no apparent reason. And this has that kind of nice, rock solid feel. It doesn't, like, it is not flexing. It feels super sturdy. I'm not sure what the hinges are made out of. It feels like it's metal, but it could be plastic. But I feel like at this point, Lenovo probably has the Yoga hinges down, as this is, 4th or 5th generation at this point. So if you need a budget computer, my initial impression is this thing looks awesome. Honestly, I kind of want it for myself. The primary reason I usually stay away from smaller laptops is I prefer a much more powerful processor that can do rendering or kind of heavy-duty tasks. But pretty much 95% of users, I could say, anyone who just needs the internet, watch TV, movies, this is way more than you'd ever need in a super slim package. I mean, 730 bucks, if you were to tack on like 3 years accidental damage warranty on this thing, you have yourself a fantastic computer for not that much. I mean, it's really pretty cheap. If you could get a Surface Book or something like that, which costs significantly more, but if you don't play games, you don't need that GPU. And if you're just talking about integrated graphics and the CPU that comes built in, most users will not notice any performance difference between this and, say, a $1,500 or $2,000 Surface or some fancy laptop. So if you're looking for something cheap, good, sleek, and small, I highly recommend checking this thing out.